Perilous journey leads to a legend. In the rugged mountains of Nepal, seasoned mountaineer Reinhold Messner prepared for one final, daring expedition, a solo ascent of the deadly Kangchenjunga, the third highest peak in the world. Despite his legendary status, Reinhold knew this climb was different: treacherous weather, unstable ice, and no support team. Yet, his heart burned with the desire to etch his name in history one last time. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, American adventurer Alex Honnold, famous for his free solo climbs without ropes, heard about Reinhold's mission. Inspired, Alex made a spontaneous decision to join him, not as a competitor, but as an ally. Together, two of the world's greatest climbers would attempt what many called impossible. As Reinhold arrived at base camp, a storm loomed overhead. To his surprise, Alex was already there, prepping gear. "Didn't expect to see you here," Reinhold said with a grin. "I couldn't let you have all the glory, old man," Alex laughed. Though separated by decades of age, the two respected each other deeply. They set off at dawn, pushing through waist-deep snow, the biting wind slashing at their faces. Along the way, they met Kami Rita Sherpa, the Nepali climber who had conquered Everest a record number of times. Kami, worried about their risky plan, decided to guide them partway up the mountain. "You'll need more than fame to survive Kangchenjunga," Kami warned. The climb quickly turned brutal. At 7,000 meters, ice walls towered like frozen giants. Alex, agile but unaccustomed to such extreme altitude, began to struggle with breathing. Reinhold, though slower, was relentless, his years of experience keeping him steady. Together, they inched forward. On the third night, disaster struck. A massive avalanche roared down the slope, burying their tents and sweeping away supplies. Trapped under snow, Alex managed to dig himself out, but Reinhold was missing. Heart-pounding, Alex searched frantically, calling out into the storm. Hours passed until finally, he found Reinhold half-buried, unconscious but alive. "We are turning back," Alex said firmly. But when Reinhold awoke, his eyes burned with determination. "No," he rasped. "We go on." At the final stretch, Kami left them. It was too dangerous for anyone else. The two climbers continued into the death zone, where oxygen was scarce and temperatures could freeze skin in seconds. As dawn broke on the fifth day, they reached the knife-edge ridge below the summit. Every step was agony, frostbite gnawed at their fingers and toes. Yet, they pressed on. Finally, standing together at the top, they raised a small flag, Reinhold's last summit, Alex's most dangerous climb. Their return was no less perilous. Reinhold collapsed from exhaustion, forcing Alex to drag him down sections of the mountain. At base camp, Kami and the Sherpas waited anxiously. When the two finally stumbled back, battered but alive, cheers erupted. News of the achievement spread across the globe. Journalists called it the most daring ascent in decades, the old master and the young free soloist defying death to conquer one of Earth's deadliest peaks. Months later, Reinhold officially retired, his legacy cemented as the greatest mountaineer in history. Alex, inspired by their shared experience, began new projects focusing not just on risky climbs but on mentorship and conservation. Their story became a modern legend, a tale of courage, determination, and the unbreakable bond forged on a perilous journey. It reminded the world that even in the harshest places on Earth, human spirit, when united, can achieve the impossible.